Hi again, and welcome back to Draw With Me, where today we'll be going over drawing simple objects, and that'll be using the techniques we've used the previous couple of episodes, mainly drawing simple shapes, and we're going to be combining those together to form more complex shapes, and then eventually turning them into objects. And I think we're just going to kick it off by going straight into an example of this cocktail measuring thing. And we're going to do two different drawings, and hopefully this stays into place. Okay, that's not going to work, so I'll just attempt to hold it here. And this is made up with two shapes here. I believe they're called trapeziums, but we're just going to start by getting the basic shapes here. That wasn't a very straight line. Just go here, and a small rectangle here. And with a simple shape here, we can then begin to refine it. So we can take on this lower half first. And then this upper one as well. Okay, that's a very, very poor interpretation of what this object is, but I'm just going to, okay, that's easier. And then we're going to sketch over this. So it kind of looks like that has a bit of a curve there. So we're just going to curve this here. And follow that through. Now, in looking at it directly upwards, it is all quite flat, so we won't be using any of the ellipses we used last episode yet. But if we then just, brilliant, follow that through, and again it's more of a curve going upwards over here. And is that okay? So they equal the same width. Yeah, that's basically it. So we just curve that upwards. And same on the other side. So really in this shape, this angle here seems quite similar to this here. And then again, just because we're seeing it from a flat top here, we can just do a straight line here. And that's basically it. It looks quite similar, I think. And we can do a bit of shading. It's going to be a bit harder on cylinder shapes, but we can see that it's darker on this left here, and then it's got different bands of shading, so we can just do some very simple shading here. And then match it up here. In fact, it goes in at a bit of an angle, and I kind of undershaded this part, so we can always do like so. And then it's a lighter patch here, and then repeating another dark one. Can be quite rushed. I'm not too bothered at this point. We can always go over it again. And it seems to really get darker as it curves in here, so we can preemptively make that a bit darker. Then a very bright band of light here, which I guess we can get back to, but darker again. And as I'm doing this, I just get this massive waft of the smell of graphite, and I love smells like that. A lot like smell of the rain. Okay, this isn't the best, but it's something. That'll do for me. Can't say this was the point of the lesson, but let's move over to when it's at an angle like this. So when it's at an angle like this, we're able to do these ellipses like so. And then, although you can't see it, there's another one here as it joins, but we're going to draw as if it was see-through. So we've got a smaller ellipse here, and then a larger one down here as if it were like that, but it's, again, see-through. So, might be a bit too big. Maybe not, in fact. And now that we've got those kind of shapes, we can connect them up. And the same up here. So these aren't actually seen as it is see-through again, but if we just define these edges a bit more and only define the bits we can actually see with our eyes. So if we sharpen this bit up here, at the top we can see both parts, so we can sharpen both of those up. Now I'm going to try and maybe edit photos of this so it's a bit easier to see in the actual video, but I don't know if I can do that on my phone. We'll see. And that's because I am filming, editing and uploading everything from my phone, so it is quite difficult. But these are the limitations we've got to work with. And because of this particular shape, and we can see this part, we can draw this across here. But this part here and this part here, we can't actually see. So you can either rub it out or just include it as it's a sketch. And that's pretty much it, I think. Maybe the depth of field isn't exact this because This should be a bit thicker because this is further away, but that's applying some of the techniques we've used before in a real life sketch of a real item. I'm just kind of playing around here, but that's basically it. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Let me know what items you decide to draw, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.